active engagement with the learning material. Technology is interactive, and students learn by doing, researching, and receiving feedback. This helps students become passionate about what they are learning. For example, they may study geography using interactive software such as Google Maps or Google Earth, instead of looking at a picture. By using the internet or software tools, students can create online groups, web pages, and virtual communities that connect them in real time with students and teachers anywhere around the world. They can receive feedback from their teachers and share questions and concerns about their lessons. By listening to and reading about others' opinions and feedback, students refine their thinking, reaching higher levels of comprehension and deeper understanding.
Easy to store information. Due to technology, data storage has become much easier. It takes few seconds to type or copy-paste various information. A small pen drive can store huge amount of information. So, managing records online is easier. Computers enable better and strong storage of data as compared to managing hard copies. Information is easily accessible. The Internet search engines are a source of immense information. They are now used as an effective tool for searching information. All this is possible in just 1 or 2 clicks. Both teachers and students are benefited through this. Technology is a teaching tool. Computers provide us with an interactive audiovisual medium. Animation software and PowerPoint presentations are used to present information in an interactive way. Both teachers and students find it helpful and interesting to use audiovisual tools. Large number of students can be addressed simultaneously with the help of projectors, screens, microphones and speakers. These teaching aids have led to increased attendance in classes. So that's the positive impact of technology in education. Now let's talk about the negative one. The students are becoming highly dependent on the devices to complete their work rather than depending on their own knowledge. One problem that many classroom teachers face is that students often use computers primarily for games. Because of this, many students associate computers and technology with game playing. Though some teachers can use this to their advantage, if this issue is not addressed, some students may get distracted and off task quickly. Also, the devices which are provided to the students for studying are instead used to be active on social media. Students are not studying with the help of these devices, they are interested in checking the posts and status updates of the near and dear ones and many other things. This is how technology is becoming a huge distraction for the learners, thus increasing the gap between students and educators. Misguided due to wrong information. Many websites contain wrong information on various topics that are pasted or copied from different sources without verifying the authenticity of the content. Due to this wrong information, the learners are often misguided, which can severely harm their educational development. So in conclusion, even though technology has some negative effects on education, it is undeniable that technology also has made the education system simple and flexible. Therefore, technology must not be the center of our life, even though that it helps us. We must balance everything around us. We must not depend our learning on technology, because real life experience is the best method where we can get our own learning.
This is a first grade classroom with 32 first graders at Fairfield Elementary, and I have students that range from English language learners, students with speech needs, and students with all sorts of different needs in here, and they're all able to use Chromebooks. We use them every day, first thing in the morning. So after I greet them at the door, they put their backpack away, put their chair down, and then they walk, unplug their Chromebook, use two hands, walk to their desk, open it up, log themselves in, and then do whatever activity is that we're doing. Matthew, thank you for the quiet thumbs up. I will be there in just one moment. The biggest challenge was making sure that I had enough time the first time they logged in. It took about 45 minutes the first time we logged in. The next day it might take 30 minutes, and then it gets shorter and shorter each time. And so to kind of help with that, I trained 5 kids first on how to do it, and they did it a couple of times. And so then while I was teaching the whole class to do it, they were also popping around their table group and helping those students that were having like, oh, I can't find this key, or where's that? And so then they were training each other. So you wrote my. We need to put in e there instead. Can you use the arrow keys? And we're missing your period. Can you use the arrow keys like we did before to get to the end? And what are you going to put there? You are! Nice job. The first graders, I was a little nervous about them having to type their own login to get in, and their own codes and password, and their memories are so good that they can memorize their whole login within a week, basically. The kids love the Chromebooks. They are always very excited when we have the Chromebooks out. They're getting their own instruction at their own level, which I think is really engaging for them. And I think that's also really big for helping to manage their behavior during that time, because they don't have a reason to get distracted or to get off task, because they've got something to do. I use Google Classroom in a couple of different ways. We answer different questions. Last week we were working on opinion pieces, and so I gave them, which do you prefer, ice cream or popsicles? And they had to write an opinion statement using, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I want this.
Okay, so when your debugging skills get to the scrat, to the acorn, say okay. Oh, you're doing Ice Age, that's fun. They answer the Journeys reading quizzes on there with essay questions as well. They use Chromebooks for math, reading, writing, typing, coding, and programming robots. Now, you can click on the arrow and then see if it'll move. I love that you also used a comma. Can you please turn it in? And then you can do either math or you can do typing club, okay? Kids are going to need to be able to type, especially in 3rd grade when they start doing state testing. They're going to need to be able to use computers and technology to do their careers further down the road. The sooner that we teach them how to use them, the better they're going to be, and the better they're going to be able to compete with peers that are already getting that instruction. I'm going to give you 5 minutes on coding if you would like to do coding. I mean, that's how they learn. Kids learn already at home on computers and on phones and stuff, and so why don't we teach them with that at school too?